How's everyone doing? Today we're going to go over introduction on how to make quizzes in the Blackboard. So as we're moving into this new age where we're doing more and more classes online, it'll be a very good tool to use, especially since Blackboard is the LMS that we use at our institution. And so we'll go ahead and hop right into it. I know when I was first trying to figure this thing out, it would take sometimes hours to do the quizzes in Blackboard because you have to type it in one by one, right? Put the right answer in. It just took a long time. But there is a way to do it very quickly, and if you have pre-existing exams or quizzes, you can probably be done with the whole process in as little as 5 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So first thing you want to do is go to Google, type in OC Blackboard generator, and it's the one that says Blackboard Test Question Generator North Institute. So you click there, and let's talk about the different types of formats that you can use for these assessments. So here you have multiple choice. You see here it is. Which of the following is a prime number? 4, 5, or 6. The correct answer is B. So the key here is that you have to put the asterisk besides the correct answer, and that will let the generator know what the right answer should be. And so in this case, it is 5, so you put a B beside it, but maybe you want to do a fill in the blank question. And here, blank 1 is how you would format it. Then you put your question, 2 plus 2 equals, and the answer is 4. You could write it out. You could put the numerical 4. Let's say you want to say quattro is an acceptable answer. You simply just put any answers that you want to accept. Maybe you figure a student might make a mistake and put that. It doesn't really matter, but whatever you put here is the answers that will be accepted. You can do a matching question, and you will format it like this: match 6. Match the chapters with their topics, and you will put the answers here, and then it will make a matching question for you. I'm just going to stick with multiple choice for the sake of brevity and for this assignment. And what you want to do is, let's say you already have an existing quiz or assessment. What you want to do is go to it and already pretty much have an old quiz here that I use a lot of times, like after a lecture. I like to quiz the students and make sure they're getting the points. And so here you just simply already went through it and put the asterisk besides the correct answers. All right, so once you're finished, just copy it all. Go into the generator and then paste it, and make sure you have it on multiple choice, since that is what my questions are. And then once you're ready, you will generate test questions, and it says test generation successful. And so everything looks clear, everything checks out. Now sometimes you might make a mistake, so let's back it up a little bit. And let's say that you forgot to put an asterisk besides one of your answers. It'll say test generation failed, and it'll tell you exactly what the problem is. It's red, and you can look. Once you put your cursor over it, no correct answers are found for this question. Please place an asterisk in front of the correct answer. And so you just hit the back button again, go to question 2, and correct the problem, and then redo it. You generate test questions. So it's pretty easy, especially if you already have your exam that you already have the keys on it. So instead of I like to use colors for my keys, I would just put an asterisk besides the correct answer, and then copy and paste everything here. You have to have spaces in between, like question 1 and you have your answers. Put a space in the question 2. You can't have them like just all in one block of text. You have to put spaces between each one. And once you do that and put the asterisk, as fast as you can put an asterisk beside it is as fast as you can have this done. And so let's call this tutorial. Next thing you have to do is download test questions. Download them. This is very important. This file is what we're going to use for later on. So tutorial text. And then if you want to take a look at it, you can see it looks way different than what it was when you put it in. This is how Blackboard reads it. So it kind of translates your questions into a form that Blackboard understands. All right. The next thing you want to do is go to Blackboard, log in, and go to the course that you want to use. Let's use cell biology. And then what you want to do is here, you want to go all the way down to course tools, and then go down to tests, surveys, and pools. And let's do a test. You do the test here. Let's build test. Build it. I'll just name it the same, tutorial. And then you can put instructions for the quiz or exam here and just hit submit. Now, once you hit submit, you go to upload questions. Upload questions, you'll browse, and it's that file that we had before, the tutorial. All right, so you have tutorial.txt, and it's 10 questions, and I want 10 points apiece, and then we hit submit. Okay, and now you see everything's here. All the questions that you had, you don't have to put them in individually. Everything's on that the text file that you made through the BlackBoard test generator, and you can go through and look at it again if you want and make sure your answers are correct. If you think there's a problem, you can edit a question and change the answer, and then from here you just hit OK. All right, so that's half the battle. Now you want to go to let's say I have quizzes is a tab that I have. I go to quizzes. You can do yours through assignments, however you really want to do it. Go to assessments, go to tests, and then you'll just go and scroll down and you should see the one that you brought in, tutorial. Submit. And now you get to basically talk about how you want the test to do. Do you want to make it available to students right now? Yes or no? Add an announcement, yes or no, multiple attempts. It's whatever you want to do. But one thing I want to point out is add a user group. So I don't want to click on it because if I do, you can see my students in there identifying information. But you would go here and just click on add user or group. And this is very good for like if you have accommodations for some students and they need double time or things of that nature, you can give special rules just for that individual student. And then once you do that, you don't have to do anything else special for them. When I first started, I would try to do things like go back in at a certain time and make the test longer. But then I figured out you can just make a user group and they have special rules that only apply to them, and it works very well for students with accommodations. Here you figure out the rest of your things such as due dates, self-assessments, and all these. It will vary depending on how you want to assess your class, all at once, one at a time, blah, blah, blah. And then you hit submit. And then once you hit submit, if you made an announcement, they should get an announcement, but the new one should be here under tutorial. And mine is hidden from students because I didn't make it available. But you can just click there and edit test options, and you can go back and make it available now and put a due date. And then whenever they take it, they'll be able to just click on it, take their quiz, and everything's there. And once you finish, it grades automatically in the grade center. You can say, do you want to have it included in the percentage or not? You can say, I want this to be included. They can see it, but not include the grade in their percentage. Or you can say, I want them to see it and I want to include it. There's a lot of different options you can choose. But that's pretty much it, guys. So you can see it doesn't take that long, especially if you already have a lot of questions from previous exams that you want to take advantage of. So if you have any questions, definitely just let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them if I forgot something or didn't make it as clear. So with that being said, happy test making, and I hope you guys are successful. Take care.